The path to the bench for Judge Sharon Kalemkiarian began not in a courtroom, but in the drive to change the system. After excelling at Princeton, she came to USD Law seeking a sharper edge for her policy work, especially for California's children. It was at USD, under the mentorship of legal titans like Professors Bob and Julie Fellman, that her focus crystallized. She didn't just learn the law. She learned how to wield advocacy, shaping legislation through the Children's Advocacy Institute that became a blueprint for student service. USD Law was the forge that sharpened a passionate advocate into a formidable legal force.
We had faculty who were well known all over the country in their expertise. Bob Fellmuth, of course, Kenneth Culp Davis in administrative law, Carl Auerbach in constitutional law, and it was a real thrill to be studying with them. In terms of the Children's Advocacy Institute, what can I say? That was such a formative experience for me as a professional. Professor Fellmuth, as we know, is at the top of his field. And when he asked me to come, he showed a lot of confidence. And he wanted a clinic that would combine teaching students how to represent children, but also how to do policy work and the kind of work that the Center for Public Interest Law was doing.
For years, Judge Kalemkiarian pioneered what was possible in family law. In 2000, she co-founded Ashworth, Blanchett, Christensen, and Kalemkiarian, a woman-owned firm built on complex family cases. Her dedication to children and families deepened over time, until one day a new calling became clear. Just a few years later, Governor Brown answered that call, appointing her to the San Diego Superior Court, where her depth of experience became an invaluable asset to families in crisis.
The idea that I would practice family law was not on my radar at all. I was doing a lot of advocacy for children. I was teaching at the university. Family law became my passion, and the work on behalf of children just continued to grow as a part of that. And one day I was at a luncheon of the Lawyers Club, and I saw all the women judges. They were there and they were standing against the wall. And I looked up at them and I thought, gosh, that's what I should be doing now.
Family law is such an incredibly difficult area to navigate, that to have jurists with deep experience in the field who are ready to hit the ground running on their first day is an incredible asset to the courts and to the community. Unsurprisingly, Sharon was a very easy candidate to vet for the Superior Court. Everyone talked about her wonderful temperament, her deep ties to the community, and what a wonderful lawyer she was in the family law.
So when I think about my mom's career, I think about, yes, she is a lawyer, she became a judge, but really for her, that practice is an avenue and a way to really pursue her purpose, and her purpose of child advocacy, and her purpose of being someone who really represents and puts the child first.
For Judge Kalemkiarian, the commitment to service doesn't stop at the courthouse steps. It's woven into the fabric of her life. Her greatest inspiration is the legacy she built with her 3 children, Sam, Kay, and Rebecca, all following their own paths in service and the arts. The same dedication fuels her leadership outside of her judicial duties, serving as board chair to ensure the continuity of Kids Turn San Diego for nearly 3 decades, and protecting our natural resources on the Environmental Health Coalition and the Water Quality Board. For Judge Kalemkiarian, the law is simply the most powerful avenue to pursue her purpose, putting children and community first.
I have 3 children, all of whom are artists and follow their own path, and in their own way involved in service to the community and service to the arts.
We all have a real love for following our passions and living all over the world and all over the country, which means that we're not all home to be around her. And we laugh about this all the time because my mom loves us so much. We are the center of her world. And because of that, she gave us this love to go explore and be free and be who we want to be.
The Distinguished Alumni Award is USD School of Law's highest honor, recognizing a career of profound impact. For Judge Kalemkiarian, this recognition affirms a lifelong commitment to service, one defined by action over attention. She never seeks the spotlight, she seeks solutions. This award celebrates not just the landmark rulings or the legislation she helped shape, but the heart she brings to every challenge. A heart that listens deeply to the needs of the most vulnerable in our community.
I never did things in my career intending to get recognition. My life has been about seeing a problem, seeing a need, and realizing, if not me, who? So I would go do something about it. I sort of see this award coming to me as recognition of how important that work is.
They're really honoring her specialness and uniqueness as somebody who practices law and practices it with a lot of heart.
She is so well respected in the community that it is wonderful to see her recognized for all that she's done for the San Diego community. And I can't wait to see all the great things that she accomplishes as we go forward.
So what is next for Judge Kalemkiarian?
I don't think she'll ever stop blending her law experiences, her desire to bring community together, her curiosity and love for art and culture. I think that's going to continue for the rest of her life.
I think what I'd like to do is first continue to teach judges and students especially about their role in helping families and in promoting better futures for children.
I can see her doing important statewide work for the Judicial Council and for teaching new judges.
I don't think I'll ever entirely give up working on these issues in the community, but in a different way, I think.